Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, everybody. This is Sharita and I back once again with another video. So we doing Bro.Polite. So we see Tasha K has done an update to what went down with Bro.Polite. So I'm just going to let Tasha tell it. We're going to roll that beautiful bean footage. And let's keep in mind that a 14-year-old girl has allegedly been sexually assaulted by a 38-year-old man. Bro.Polite, I talked about this in my other videos, how he is the adopted son of notorious man named Malachi Z York, who was the leader of the Nuwaubians, who is also serving prison time for raping what I saw was 86 children. He fathered 200, abandoned them all, scammed people out their money. He had people working and giving him all of their money. So let's get into the update.
This man has been fucking your daughter since the beginning of time, and nobody has said a thing. Now, I broke a story that I got from inside the facility. Why? Because black woman is God. They don't trust you. They don't. Jasmine, I'm going to need you on the mic. I'm going to need you on the mic. Now, since y'all have done your research, let's talk about the charges, shall we?
Yes, let's talk about the charges.
Let's talk about the charges. Hold on. So we have, hold on, 3 charges. There's going to be a 4th coming soon. And we can say mother allegedly, but these are charges with DNA. Okay? On a shirt, on her chest, on her mouth. Yeah, that's what these are. Okay. I'm here to protect the very woman who you claim is God because y'all are too bitch ass to fucking do it. That's why I'm sitting at $1 million, bitch. That's why. Hold up. Engaging. Hold on. Sexual battery is the 3rd charge. Okay. Encompasses sexual assault, force, right? Okay. And charges 1 and 2 are felonies. Engaging with a minor from age 12 to 17 years old. And the defendant, who is this pedophile right here, pedophile, is over the age of 18. And contributing to the delinquency of a minor is the 3rd one. Okay? All in the system. And you asked the very woman that you call God, you said I was lying. You said I was lying. You said, how could she know this? I'm on y'all ass. Every one of y'all. I'm on y'all motherfucking ass. And let me get some
That's
shit.
the first
Let
step
any
you
bitch
wanna
in
take
this chat right now.
in order to
Give me
adapt.
some shit. I wouldn't give a damn if you got 8 motherfucking thousand subscribers and you on here calling me a motherfucking. I'ma push your ass out. I'ma put you out. I'm mad tonight. I don't think I'm mad enough. Okay, now let's get into specifics now. Okay, this is a 14-year-old girl who is still a virgin vaginally. Thank God. Thank God. Let's get the story correct, okay? Because my sources from inside the penitentiary, okay? Now I know y'all have probably seen he found it out for $1,000. That is not true, okay? They are still entering his information into the system. His bond was set at $50,000, and he gave them 10 to bond out. For now, wait for it. If you don't find his ass somewhere else and can't find him, because he know what in the fuck is gonna go down. It's gonna be a plea deal, or you gonna take this before a jury, an all-white jury of agents, who I hope consists of black women in Florida, because that's who make up majority of the women and Hispanic women, and we will put his ass under the jail, because a lot of you sleep motherfuckers will fail to do it, because you see yourself in him. This is another black man. How could you do this to him? How are you rejoicing?
You know what? I'm gonna stop the sound on this video because I think it's a little low.
Thank God. Let's get the story correct, okay? Because my sources from inside the penitentiary, okay? Now, I know y'all have probably seen he found it out for $1,000. That is not true, okay? They are still entering his information into the system. His bond was set at $50,000, and he gave them 10 to bond out. For now, wait.
Okay, so Tasha's showing up.
Find his ass somewhere else.
Okay.
And can't find him because he know what in the fuck is gonna go down. It's going to be a plea deal, or you're going to take this before a jury, an all-white jury of agents, who I hope consists of black women in Florida, because that's who make up majority of the women and Hispanic women, and we will put his ass under the jail, because a lot of you sleep motherfuckers will fail to do it, because you see yourself in him. This is another black man. How could you do this to him? How are you rejoicing in a black man falling? Keyword, a black man. Falling. Not all black men. A black man. You sleep son of a bitches. I told you, now, specifics. You know what? Hold that thought. Let me thank my sponsors one more time.
Okay, so Tasha's getting ready to show a commercial. So let me speed up. Because I really want to get to the part where she goes into what the mother said. Because a lot of people try to come on YouTube and blame the mother for what happened based on the initial story. The initial story was told by Polite. The mother never gave him permission to take her 14-year-old daughter to anybody's club. Not at all. He was supposed to take the daughter to meet a group of people in the lobby at the hotel where the mother was staying. Probably he and the mother. And so what really I'm thinking is that let's wait and see. I really want to see as this whole thing unfolds. If Polite tries to come out and say that he did this to this 14-year-old girl because he too is a victim of Malachi York, and try to garner sympathy from the public saying that he too was molested as a child by Malachi Z York. Like, watch what I'm saying. Watch what I'm saying. I would not be surprised if his lawyer doesn't pull some type of scheme. They do this all the time, like Casey Anthony did. Casey Anthony, if you remember, she was called Tot Mom by Nancy Grace. Casey Anthony's daughter came up missing. I think her little 2-year-old. What was her name? Kaylee or Haley? And subsequently was found out that the baby was deceased. And the next thing we know, in court, Casey Anthony is talking about the fact that her father was molesting her. And what was her judge? Her lawyer's name was Juan Baez. He was a miracle worker. He got that girl off. So I would not be surprised if Polite doesn't try something like that. But let's get back into the video.
Y'all supposed to be deciphering words. Let
me see.
He knows anything he says can and will be held against him, okay? Yeah, that's right. He got a whole legal team. He got one lawyer.
That's what I saw was one lawyer.
Anyway, so I read the police report to you yesterday, and basically it told a few different sides, okay? Now let me refresh this report. So basically, real quick so I can go ahead and fill in the blank. Hold on. I'm having fun. I am having fun. I mean, I was just appalled at white man because he was built different. Oh.
Okay, Tasha going a little bit of a rant.
The mother and the child. 3 sides to a story.
Okay, so this is exactly where I want to be. Well, now Tasha's going to go into what the mother and the daughter said happened. Not polite, and not what he told the police happened, because subsequently Tasha has been in communication with her source, whether that's the mother, whomever, and so we know more details now as to what transpired.
Now, yesterday we read Defending Noah before anybody else had the information. Couldn't even figure out why. And the victim's mother were dating for over a year, which is true, okay? At approximately 0 hours, Defending Noah requested that the victim's mother allow him to take the victim, who is 14, to an after party in order for him to speak to her and mend the relationship between mother and daughter. Let's just put this on the table. They never had a bad relationship.
Right. They never had a bad relationship.
This is Mr. Nowak, Mr. Pedialite's side of the story.
Right.
This is what he told the Popo.
This is right. That's what Polite told the police.
He managed to convince the mom to allow him to walk her to the lobby while she continues to get dressed. Now, the real story is there was supposed to be no club. No child was supposed to be in the club, nor has her child ever been in the club. This is a little girl who is still a virgin, who has never had as much as a boy kiss her. But then she got this put in her mouth. This was her first kiss. Yeah, not the wine. I'm sorry, not the wine. His dirty pissy dick. Have you seen his teeth? Imagine what his dick.
Okay, let's speed up, because Tasha is I'm just here to get the facts. Tasha's going into his appearance, his teeth. We can get into that later, another time.
He wanted to mend the relationship between, they had been traveling for a long time.
Here we go.
A group of people, okay?
This is the mother and the daughter side.
And he was one of them. The little girl traveled everywhere her mother went. She didn't leave her daughter while she ran the streets, okay? Her daughter was always with her. Now, when they got to a hotel in Miami, they got in, checked in, and the group was going to check in and go downstairs and have dinner in the lobby of the hotel, okay? So there were women down there that this little girl knew that watched over her, okay? This little girl has never been alone with Pedialite. Pedophile. Never been alone. Never ever had any personal conversations, okay? She's always been with her mother. And nothing has ever even exchanged, because the daughter is so close with her mother is the reason why all of this shit has just hit the fan the night it happened. Because he thought she was unconscious. Oh, let's hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go back. So mom is tired. She says, listen, give me a second. Let me freshen up. Then we're going to go downstairs and eat. The little girl is like, I'm hungry, mom. Please let me go downstairs. Pedialite comes in the room and says, well, I could take her downstairs and get her something to eat. She's like, no, wait, I'm coming. He's like, listen, I'm just taking her downstairs to the lobby to give her to the other group. She's going to sit down and eat with the group, and we're going to wait for you to come down. This is what this motherfucker said, okay? So the mom looked at the door and said, okay, downstairs. They get in the lobby. Oh, you know what? I think the group left. They're supposed to be going to the after party at the club. So I'm just going to tell your mom that she can meet us at the club, and I'm going to get you something to eat on the way. This is what Pedialite said to the little girl. The little girl's like, okay. She's like, I'm supposed to go to the after party? She didn't know. So they're driving. He never stopped to get anything to eat. Drove her to a vacant club. Said, oh my God, the club is closed. So we're just going to go. I'm going to go over here, get a hotel room. And we're going to wait and tell your mom that we're just going to figure out where the after party is going to be. Little girl says, okay, fine. By this time, he's giving her drinks, sweet drinks, that had 4 different drugs in the drink. She was drugged. There's another charge that's going to come down the pipe. Just wait for it. He ain't getting out. He ain't gonna get out. He ain't even supposed to be out on bail. He's not. Wait for it. Okay? Now, gets the little girl to the hotel. By this time, she's in and out of consciousness. So he decides to unbutton himself, act as if he's dancing, sends the mom text messages to my, hey, we're at the club waiting for you. And she's like, what do you mean club? Bring my daughter home. What are you talking about? The group said they never seen the little girl. She didn't even come down to eat. This was his opportunity to finally do what he's always done. Jasmine, I said allegedly in the beginning. But we got a video to back it up. Hold that thought. If y'all...
Okay, so I hope everybody understands what happened, and I hope now that it's been cleared up by Tasha K, who was the person who originally broke this story in the first place about Polite. We wouldn't even know what had happened. It is unfortunate, and I saw Taz Exclusive do a video, and he was talking about Sonetta, and Sonetta is wrong. Sonetta did know that Polite had a propensity for little girls. And I talked about that in my other video about the woke dusties. Woke dusties. But see, the day of the dusty is over. The day of reckoning is here. They're all gonna get it. They're all gonna get it. Umar Johnson is getting his. Remember, he was with the conscious stripper. At least she was fully grown. But again, we're starting to link men that talk about polygamy and understand that they may have some other propensities too. Polite is a polygamist, right? And so other platforms and other channels are beginning to talk about this. Women, when you hear a man talk about polygamy or red pill or blue pill, run. Black pill, run. Get away. Save yourself. Save your life. Save your children. Okay? So, again, I hope you understand what happened. She never left Polite alone with her daughter. She never gave Polite permission to take her daughter to a club. It was late. They had been traveling. You know he makes money by traveling and giving seminars and classes. So that's only understandable. It's come out that he has supposedly 4 wives and 2 girlfriends. So we suspect that this young lady who was 14, that he committed this assault against, that her mom is one of the so-called girlfriends. Mind you, let's repeat it again. Polite is not legally married to any woman, and polygamy, polygyny, polyandry, bigamy is illegal in the United States of America. It's illegal. Period. So I got some other videos that I want to go into too. Let me see. Okay. And I really, really, really hope that the audio is better. But if not, I can always boost it. But yeah, it was a lot of talk about. There was a lot of talk about what kind of mother would do this. Oh, her mother needs her behind whooped. Her mother set him up, and people it was just crazy. It really was crazy. So let me spin this clip now.
Well, he normally garners attention for his online posts, but now the social media influencer, motivational speaker, is making headlines for the wrong reason. NBC6 reporter Kim Witten is live in Miami Beach tonight with more on the arrest of the man known as Bro.Polite. Kim.
Yeah, well, Jawan, the suspect surrendered here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week. Police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false. This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Bro.Polite, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. So yeah, not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in LA, asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami. The report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation. And Nowak claims to have written more than 90 books. In an interview, he also claims to have several wives. For now, we're reporting live in Miami Beach. Kim Wynn, NBC6 News.
So that's the thing. Let me go back. What got me was that people who tried to blame the mother, who tried to say it was the mother's fault. Like, are you serious? In what world would it be the mother's fault, right? Even if she did let the daughter go somewhere with Polite, she's courting this man to potentially, I think, to be his wife. And like Tasha K said, that's what I was thinking. He gave this little girl all of this alcohol. And let's just pause right here. Here is his mug shot. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm from the Chi, and I have seen plenty of addicts in my life, and this is just my opinion, but he doesn't look healthy. And this is just from a few days ago. This is his mug shot from a few days ago. He does not look healthy at all. And I think there's some substance abuse going on with Polite. That's just my opinion. But I was so floored at the people who was trying to blame the mother, even if the mother did leave her with him. I mean, it may not have been the smartest move or whatever, but you're dating a man, you're courting a man. When do you begin to trust him with your children? How are you going to be his wife if you don't trust him with your child? Right? Why would you be with a man that you thought was a pedophile? Like, nobody does that. Nobody would do that. And of course, she didn't just turn her child over. So we see Tasha K has brought out more evidence because the conscious community, Sonetta, was trying to say Tasha was lying. She's an agent. Black people kill me with that. Everybody's an agent, right? Everybody's an agent. You little woke dusties found out about COINTELPRO. Now everybody's an agent. Let you tell it. Let you tell it. Everybody's an agent. And that's just not true. But like I said, I will not be surprised if he doesn't come out saying that he was a victim of Malachi Z York too. I would not be surprised. I bet you that's going to be his defense, and try to garner empathy and sympathy from the public. Oh, you know, Malachi Z York, he did something to Bro.Polite, and that's why he did what he did to his girlfriend's daughter. But they have his DNA. They have his DNA. He's not going to be able to deny it. So he's going to have to make up some type of story. Watch what I'm telling you. He's going to make up a story about how he is a victim of sexual assault too at the hands of Malachi Z York. What damage could he do to Malachi Z York, right? Malachi Z York is serving 135 years already. They're going to throw him under the bus. So anyway, let's look at this one. Because he, polite, no light, had the nerve to go live. And I went to Instagram, but I caught the end of it. Tanya TKO has the beginning. So I'm going to start right here.
Everyone else can keep denying my genius, but many of you do know my genius. For my birthday, I'm like, yo, I know I didn't get them in a money text in a while because I'm waiting for a certain time of season when it comes to stocks. I got my own thing to where there's deterministic algorithms that we got to study. You know, we use the Fibonacci time zone. There's things that we're using, you know, and we're confluence traders. So I don't trade during a certain time of season unless the algorithm stipulates such. So I know people ain't see in the money text in a while, which we're back at it. And if you listen to what I told you about Dodge just recently, boom, your account looks lit today. Correct. And if you listen to me about OCGN, I told you about OCGN the day before my birthday, guys. So I'm gonna make you guys money on my birthday. I could turn the switch.
So this man, instead of, we know he can't go into details about his charges or what he's facing, but instead of him saying I'm innocent or something, he's talking about making money. And in this live, in the previous live, it seems like he's alluding to self-harm.
What I want. And so for August 9th, I gave you guys OCGN. And August 10th, I posted people making tens of thousands of dollars. I'll be back to posting receipts tomorrow. We're gonna make money after all of this. Do you see my power? I literally turned it off and oh, my birthday's coming. Yo, I promised people, I said, yo, August 9th, I'm gonna give y'all gifts for my birthday. August 10th, everybody's posting receipts how much money they made. I'm really that fucking powerful. I dropped out of school. This is one of my many gifts.
So let me speed up a little bit.
For the brothers and sisters that's walking with me.
Wait a
For
minute,
the
let's
brothers and
see.
sisters that embrace me. I'm telling you all that love me. Only y'all. I don't care about everybody else. Hey, he's avoiding this. He sounds. Because nobody in their right mind would attempt to win over people in a scenario like this that has this gravity on social media. You sound stupid. You don't do that. You just don't. You just don't do it. When you hear from me, you'll hear from me. Trust me. Trust me. But for my brothers and sisters that's walking with me, I'm not saying nothing. I just want to watch everyone keep jumping out the window. I want to watch everyone keep making their videos, keep talking nasty about me, call me names. Keep going. Keep that energy. Keep it. Because in your mind, you really hear like, there's no way you out of this or this. I know what you're thinking. Because when someone says the worst thing they could possibly say about somebody on planet Earth, he's like, why would they even say that? Everyone's totally oblivious now to it. Sometimes things may not be what you think it is. Now all of a sudden we're oblivious. You do all this research and all this history, but now we're oblivious. Fine. I won't give you a yay or a nay. But I will promise you this. You searched all this history, but now we're oblivious. Fine. I will promise you this. I won't give you a yay or a nay. Damn, this shit is on the news. But I will promise you this. You should get your popcorn ready.
The man talking about get your popcorn ready. Let me speed up some, because this was like a diatribe that went on for, I think, like an hour or something.
sisters, it's just like, man, just showing love, man. Oh my goodness. Blessings in abundance. Blessings in abundance. It's not false hope. I would have to be insane to considering the gravity of negative things being said, and considering my skin complexion and my gender. I can't be a genius at one point and incredibly stupid at the other. I'm just not slow. And as much as people wish I was slow, as much as people wish I was stupid, unfortunately, it's just not true. I really am that brilliant. In fact, the world will bear witness to how brilliant I really am. And then you'll say, damn, that nigga was patient. Because I'm always applying patience. Because I'm older now. I'm more mature. Yes. You know what it is. You know what we came to do. Rolls Royce Diaries. You know what we doing.
What is he talking about?
This is what people be upset about. It's the Rolls Royce Diaries, man. Come on, man. Rolls Royce Diaries. Talk to me nice. You know what we came here to do? Let's not play around. Rolls Royce Diaries. So we're gonna be getting back to making this money.
Why he sound like DMX?
We're gonna go back to our regularly scheduled program. But like I said, it's only right that my people understand my approach. Again, I have legal counsel. It wouldn't be wise to circumvent or undermine any of their efforts and endeavor to so-called clear my name before public opinion, the court of public opinion.
Now, do you see and hear how Polite is just spiraling out? Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I really want to know what everybody else thinks about this. What's going on? You know, it's just so sick. And he's talking about how his daughter is going to be a millionaire in a few weeks. And all his children will be millionaires by the time they're 16. And it's just absolutely crazy. It's like insane. It's really scary what he's saying, what he's going through in his mind. And we have not heard him say, you know, I'm innocent or anything, you know, at all. And like I said before, go to my other videos, Walk Dusty's part 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, unfortunately. But again, just keep your eyes on everything. Just keep your eyes on everything that I really think that he's going to come out and try to use the excuse that he's a perpetrator, right? He's a sexual perpetrator because Dr. Malachi Z York did something to him. But we have him on YouTube on video saying that he was never touched, questioning the victims who said they were. I remember when Polite said he even married one of Malachi Z York's daughters. I wonder, is he still with her? You know, I like Tasha K said, a lot more things are going to come out as this all continues to unfold.
But it makes sense to do that. So what I'm expressing to you guys is, get some popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. That's what I'm saying. Get your popcorn ready. That's what I want you guys to do. Because I'm not incredibly stupid. I'm a genius. But one thing I got patience. Because when you know your destiny and you know your fate, can't nobody control you. Own your divinity so reality may buy into it. You know my words. Own your divinity in order that reality may buy into it. Keep posting your videos. Keep saying all those negative things. Keep embellishing. Keep swearing by statements. Keep ignoring the rest of the information. I hear all the crazy stuff. Yo, fam, did you read the whole thing? Nothing sounds stupid? Yo, keep reading. Keep
He looks really bad.
Sisters balled up.
hating me and using this as an excuse
Don't nobody hate
to
you.
push an agenda
He looks really bad
that you don't even know you're part of.
in this mug shot. He really does. He looks really
Keep on.
bad.
Keep on. I love it.
And if you saw what he was doing on his Instagram, if you saw what he was doing on his Instagram, smacking the girls on their ass, that's half naked or naked, because I saw some nipples. Chick had on some see-through lingerie. So, with all that wild, lewd sex, what goes with that? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I truly believe that Bro.Polite has been indulging in substance abuse. And I'm not making excuses for him at all. What he has been accused of is absolutely deplorable. It's deplorable. And we know that most likely this is not the first time he's engaged in inappropriate sexual behavior with a minor. Not at all. And before, I thought that the previous young lady he was accused of, which was a minor, he was accused of having inappropriate behavior with, I thought she was his stepdaughter, because that was the initial claim. Like this young lady, wouldn't she be considered basically like a stepdaughter? Her mom is dating him, or was. And my hat's off to the mother for being so proactive and doing what a mother would do. She kept texting him, bring me my baby. Where's my baby at? Where is my daughter? And then he has to come up and concoct this story to her. And she took her immediately to the hospital. And immediately the hospital transported her to a women's crisis rape center, where they performed the rape kit. And he just can't wiggle his way out of this, because they have his DNA all in the young lady's mouth, all over her face, inside her mouth, on her tongue, on her scarf that she was wearing that night, all over her shirt. And yes, some people saying, well, this happened way in February. That's even better that it happened in February. He's been given the initial stages of due process. So this happens early February. The mother takes her right to the hospital, right to the rape crisis center. Okay. Then they get a warrant to make him give up his DNA. Once the DNA comes back, it's conclusive. That's in May. Now they have to put out another warrant for his arrest, or he can turn himself in. So he was given the option to be able to turn himself in, which he did in August, right? So last week. So everything has lined up for everybody in the so-called woke community, so woke that their eyes don't close, that said Tasha K was lying or the mother was lying. Okay, well, the news is reporting it now. So what are we talking about? Slander and defamation of character? Yeah. Well, I'm sure that news station in Florida that aired the situation would not have aired it if they thought that they could be sued. This is real. This is happening. This is legitimate. And he should have been stopped a long time ago. And it just goes to show the level that young black girls are not protected in these different communities or groups within the black community, I should say. Sarnetta knew better, and it was wrong. He knew that he ran off with that first 16-year-old girl that I thought was his stepdaughter, because that's who he said, that's who Polite or Michael Nowak said that she was. And when people accused him then, he said, I'm not on no strange stuff or nothing like that, no goofy stuff. I think those were his words. I'm not on no goofy stuff like that. But you were. Now come to find out, she was not one of his wife's daughters. He was courting this girl, having inappropriate relationship with this 16-year-old girl in 2018. Not that it makes it any better or worse whether he was introduced to her as his woman's daughter. I don't know. That might make it worse. I think, yeah, that's a little worse, because that's just crazy. And women, you really do have to be careful out here, because we do have a lot of pedophiles who are searching for single mothers, vulnerable women with children, so that they can do this to your children. It's terrible. I had to just take a pause, because, but you know, it's good that everything's coming out. And a lot of these channels are gonna go down. Sarnetta, he's going to see that nobody wants to be bothered with him. And that played out, tired, religious fighting that goes on his channel between Moors and Nation of Islam and Christians and Hebrew Israelites and European white Jews. It's just stupid. Who cares about that? We got this man right here. Her face was bruised. Wow. And he thought she was going to die. I was saying that to myself. I totally agree with Tasha K. He thought she was going to die, and that's why he had his fingers down her throat, trying to resuscitate her after he plied this little girl, this baby, with alcohol, and they said 4 different type of narcotics, 4 different type of drugs. She could have died. She absolutely could have died. And we're just thankful that she didn't. And we just wish this young lady and her mother, we just send our love and light to them. We wrap our arms around them and let them know they are not alone. I know they have been seeing a lot of dusty comments, and it's just stupid all over the internet. But before I go, let's look at some of the comments from Tasha K's channel. See, here we go again. What did somebody say? The mom is to blame. The mom is to blame too. No way in hell my daughter going anywhere with a grown man. Somebody else says, stay on their asses, Tasha. I'm here for it all. Someone said a predator. Yes, he is a predator. So, again, we wish the best for this young lady, for her day in court, whether she chooses to face, her victimizer in court or not, maybe through CCTV, but that justice is served. That justice is served, that she gets justice. Because as a collective, we can never take this experience back from her. But we can help her heal by giving her justice. And once again, this was Sharita and I. And everybody have a good night. Love, protect your babies. And that's all we can do. And I'm out.